Ayo, ayo. Even. Hey, Sunshine. Hey, Zach. Hey, Waffles. Girl Waffles sounds dirty. Hey, Rara. I don't know, just like, hey, now. Just like, how'd you like a sample of my girl waffles? I don't know, that just sounds really filthy, you know? Blue waffles. I was not aware of it at the time. I don't think. I don't think I was. I don't think I heard about it at the time. I'm dirty. I mean, you're the one who calls herself Girl Waffles. So innocent, so naive. Anyway, now it's not that late. It's only 2:30 a.m. Your real name could be Filthy Girl Waffles. Walking home from doing errands, so I can't chat. Of course, we don't have a problem, Waffles. I mean, I have many, many problems, but none with you. Cheese and Pringles. Good meal. Good meal. Sounds like a perfectly valid dinner. Have a good day? Not really, no. Not particularly, but what are you gonna do? That was my day. It was bleh. Very bleh. So much bleh. Hate working. Hate them. I just wish I didn't have to work. Struggle through it. Yeah. Hey, script good. I mean, to be fair, you don't know. Your cat could be tasty. You don't know. You've never tried it. Almost my friend. Uh, I mean, this is my Wednesday, basically. I've got 2 more days. Bob Marley movie is pretty damn good if anyone's been thinking about seeing it. I didn't even realize there was one. Bronchitis? Yeah, shitty. You're sick too, Vin? Shitty. Genuinely, I didn't actually realize there was a Bob Marley movie. I've seen nothing about it. Like, I genuinely haven't heard anything about it. And yeah, one love. My memory sucks. If I'm not being constantly reminded of something, I'm gonna forget it. You're familiar with Jamaican accents for 20 minutes might be rough. Only sick in the head, right? Because that's fine. Thanks, Rara. Renton, Wisconsin sick. Yeah. Well, they just need to eat more cheese. Shouldn't have hit 6 that doesn't want to go to a doctor. I never go to a doctor. Yeah, I don't get. I don't even remember the last time I went to a doctor. Like, I really should at some point just get a checkup, but I'm gonna take this medicine with a billion side effects. I'm gonna have to have my prostate examined. I know. I will. 29. I haven't been to the doctor for myself since I was 15. I'm 39. I'm old, so I'm at that age where like I should be going annually. Yeah, I'm at the age where I actually should be getting a checkup every year. I'm not that far off from that age where I should be getting a checkup like every 6 months, ideally. Yeah, a little bit older, and yeah, I should be like, I'm gonna go when it's emergency. Yeah, same here, and I haven't had like an emergency in forever. Doctor quit the practice and was replaced with a meaner one. Nah, that sucks. And the same doctor since I was 12, and he's the plug. Ah, thanks, sunshine. I think I found a gray hair the other day. Yeah, I've got a lot of gray in my beard, but not in my hair. I think I did see a gray hair the other day. Only one, but it's surprising that I don't have more gray hair. Just pluck it. I mean, if I see it again, I might. I didn't even bother. I didn't even bother plucking it. It's whatever. Part of the process. Yep. Vouching. I never caught on to that, Vanna and Val. I'm very stupid. Men actually look good gray. A lot of guys do. A lot of guys do look good gray. We have an old wives' tale. If you pluck one gray hair, three grow back. First person in 12 years has figured that out. Well, that makes me feel less stupid. You know what it is? It's because vouching is not a word that, like, who calls themselves vouching? Yeah, like it's not a term that people. Yeah, it's like it's one of those things that really only comes one of those words that really only comes up in specific circumstances, and otherwise nobody ever thinks about it. So it's just a weird thing for to use as a screen name. Hey, Marie, I have not gotten a colonoscopy, and yes, I know that I should. I know. It's a long story. Fair enough. Stray beard hairs that are gray. I eradicate them expeditiously. Yeah, I don't bother. I have way too much gray. Hey, Swirly. Uh, tell you about myself? Um, I don't know. I'm old and tired. Is I'm old and tired. That's the main thing you need to know about me. I enjoy Star Trek trivia and being a contrarian bastard, contrarian old bastard. Just for Men is popular here in the States. Yeah, they use it every month. Name was supposed to be Doug, but my kid and his buddies who were into anime, decided a more interesting name is needed. Professor Vouching was created. Yeah, essentially, I'm not worried about the gray hair. I'm not worried about the gray. Um, can I type with the nails? Because like long term, I'll probably end up getting rid of the beard. I only keep the beard because I'm just like I'm lazy to shave. I'm too lazy to shave it. I'm too lazy to shave it, and no one's gonna say no one. I never go outside, and The only people who see it are you randos on YouTube. It's only when I end up starting my if I ever it's only if I ever get around to starting my transition that I'll start shaving. Yes, I did just call you randos. Hey, Craig. You want to be a lady, you have to practice. I will eventually. I'll start practicing when it starts mattering. And I'll start my practice by banging your mom. How does one practice to be a lady these days? Procrastination ruins the nation. How's my mom? She's still doing okay. Congratulations, Vanna. You got a nice. That's usually reserved for when the sex number comes up. Or the weed number. Did he today? Nah, I had a muffin. I had a muffin for breakfast, and then, yeah, I've been. My depression means that I don't even want to eat on my lunch. I just want to lay down. You know, when my lunch comes around, all I want to do is go lay down. Oh, good night, waffles. Eat a protein bar. Eh. I mean, I've got some snack food. I always pick up like some pistachios, so I'll eat some pistachios. I'll have some chips. Have some chocolate. Games of Victory. Final Fantasy. It's Final Fantasy Tannen. Yeah, I've been streaming Final Fantasy Pixel Remaster. Good RPG maker. It's one of the original RPGs. Never heard of it. Anyone been anyone playing Final Fantasy VII Rebirth yet? Anyone started playing that one yet? Hey, Suan. I've been watching a Let's Play of it. Been watching the Wellens Let's Play. Her third episode went up tonight, so I'll watch that once I'm done with all you randos. Right, it was a slur. Only FF I've played is our Tactics and 11. I have not played either of those. The Final Fantasy games I've played one, finished one. I'm playing through two. I played through the DS remakes of 3 and 4. Played 6. I played like half of 8, and that's all. Why am I depressed? Because of the depression. Because my brain don't work right. Yeah, I have played 6 of the Final Fantasy games. What's my consensus on them as a whole? That they're good games. That could have removed from that spot. Go for it. It's this is that this is like just a leather jacket. This is not a winter jacket, Marie. It's winter here where I live. It is below freezing. It's not really good walk weather. Not that I like walking anyway. Uh, it is actually apparently 1 degree above freezing right now. I'd be terrified if the jacket moved. Yeah, I mean the only time I go walking is when I need to like go to the grocery store or when I go to my mom's. The ones you played her. No, I mean it's a solid franchise. What I will say, um, like those are the ones I played, and then I've watched Let's Play, and then I have also watched Let's Plays of 8, 9, 10, 12, and 13, and 7 remake. Um, of the ones that I have either played or watched, um, 8 is probably my least favorite. 8 has just a couple of really contrived twists for the sake of twists. It's just got kind of that just like the plotting just gets into like and then they all grew up in the same orphanage. And the village was the woman who took after them. The villain was the one who took after them, and like it's just like Jesus Christ, what the hell. Um, when I watched, no, I don't eat Kit Kats anymore because Nestle is evil. And like when I watched the Let's Play of 10, 10 didn't really click for me. We'll see how I feel when I actually play through it, but I don't know. Watching it, 10 didn't really amaze me. And yes, Rare, 11 was the MMO. 11 and 14 were MMOs. You may have a month to plan for the eclipse. My plan for the eclipse is to stay inside. I will probably be asleep when the eclipse happens. Eclipse happens usually during the day when the sun's out. I'll be sleeping. Ten had water soccer. Tannen. Green mint Kit Kats. Hey, boob. Yeah, it was Final Fantasy X had the Blitz Ball, aka water soccer. Didn't have the money to pay for monthly platinum games. Yeah. Blitzball went pretty hard. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know how much of it I'm going to do. Nothing like killing demigods with a soccer ball kick in the late game. RPGs are weird. RPGs are just very, very strange in that way. I have a favorite RPG. The Mass Effect games. So the Mass Effect trilogy would be my favorite. Uh, Also, Chrono Trigger. Fucking loved Chrono Trigger. Earthbound obviously was amazing. Had my son doing all the mini games for me. Fair. I wish I had somebody to do the shitty ass mini games for me. Friends with the homeowners. I mean, I don't really talk to them very often because I'm shy and socially awkward. Dragon Age Origins to the top dog in your book. I haven't played any of the Dragon Age games. I know I should, but I don't know. Something about them that is that I'm just somehow not interested in them. Hey, Anna. I have gotten a little bit back into Cyberpunk. 3 p.m. You must be awake and outside. Yeah, I'll be sleeping. Yeah, I bought Cyberpunk. No, probably like December. The game, Cyberpunk 2077. The game. Play FF10 up to Blitzball with sync hours. Yeah, I have a hunch that I will probably not be doing that. I don't know how much Blitzball I will play. Probably not that much, if I'm being honest. Yeah, I bought Cyberpunk 2077, I don't know, a couple months ago, a few months ago. Played it a little bit and then sort of fell off from it. Got back into it a few days ago. I'm playing on easy and using mods to make it even easier because I'm not great at shooters. I'm not great at video games in general, but especially like shooters. I want to enjoy the story. And I will actually say, the fact that I want to enjoy the story is part of why I'm genuinely not looking forward to like Final Fantasy X, for example. Any Final Fantasy from 7 onward. Like I'm not hugely excited about any of the Final Fantasy games from 7 onwards because all of them from 7 onwards, the fucking padding. Like I'll be leaving out like half the content of most of a lot of those games because so much of it is just mini games and bonus secret bosses and arbitrary difficulties. Pal World is your fix at the moment. I just find that to be a really obnoxious element of a lot of RPGs. Like the Mass Effect games had a lot of side quests, but at least those side quests they tried to attach story to them. Uh, Jurassic Park RPG. I do not remember that one. Yeah, like for the Mass Effect franchise, like this, a lot of the side quests could get tedious, but they at least tried to attach stories to them. A lot of RPGs, a fair number of RPGs, too many of them will have shit that's just like do a series of fetch quests so you can get this item that allows you to get into uh, this secret dungeon so you can fight this obnoxiously difficult secret boss. Does any of it have any relevance on anything else that's going on? Of course not. Why would it? And then the boss takes a fucking hour to defeat, and it's like Jesus Christ. I do find that to be a really obnoxious trend in RPGs, JRPGs especially. They played ME2 and 3. 1 is my favorite of the trilogy. I think that 1 was the best of the series. Shittiest gameplay. Had the worst gameplay of the 3, bar none. Like, that's not even, like, that's unquestionable. Worst gameplay, and it did have a lot of, like, really repetitive side quests that would just, like, land on this random planet, go to this base that was one of 3, like one of 3 possible designs. It's the same 3 layouts every time. Good night, Marie. Fighting the same enemies. So the side quests got repetitive, with the combat being not great. Occasionally just kind of broken, depending on how you're set up, it could get downright broken. Hey, Homo Neanderthals. Hey, Homo. What do I think of the conflict? Is it the story. It's got it does fantastic world building. Like, it does phenomenal world building. And it's got a really good story that it tells really well. The antagonist is fantastic. The big twist is handled excellently and leads to one of the most epic conversations in the entire franchise. The characters are all really well written. All the characters are well written and interesting in their own ways. They all have depth. Some of it subtler than a lot of people, I think, really appreciated. Like Tally, for example. Tally in 1 is a much subtler character than I think a lot of people picked up on. It's just like, it's a great story. Mass Effect 2 almost has no story. Like, it's got a bunch of cool characters that you collect. None of them really have anything to do with anything. Didn't fully appreciate Garrus because he missed 1. He was still a brother. Garrus is another example. I mean, Garrus wasn't great in 1. His character wasn't great in 1. 2 did turn him into Space Punisher, which 3 they perfected him. Mass Effect 3 they absolutely perfected Garrus. How do you feel about the current socioeconomic climate in America, in the U.S.? Hi, Wayne. Not great. So yeah, 2, the characters were cool. Some of them were weirdly shallow. Space Punisher is pretty accurate. It is extremely accurate, except for the fact that he worked with a team rather than working alone. But Yeah, too, like the characters were cool and everything, but some of them were. You know, there was Jacob. You know, nobody really liked Jacob. None of the characters really had anything to do with each other, and almost none of them had anything to do with the story. You know, aside from like really, aside from Miranda, Morden, and Grunt, none of them had any connection to anything that was actually going on. And Jacob, but Jacob, no, but again, nobody liked Jacob. You know, Miranda and Jacob, they were there to, you know, when you were resurrected, they're working for the organization that you're working with. Morden, you need Morden because he's the genius who can come up with protection against the Seeker swarms. And then Grunt, you pick up Grunt because you're looking for information about the collectors, and the guy who made Grunt's daddy dealt with them. Other than those four, none of them have jack shit to do with the actual storyline. Um, Actually, no. Legion does at least give you some information about the collectors, about the Reapers. You know, Legion does at least tie it. Legion at least ties into that shit. But Thane and Samara, what the fuck do they bring? They serve no story purpose. Even Garrus and Tally don't actually serve a story purpose. It's just, you know, at least they're people that you know. Like 2 is just a whole series of unrelated side quests that is all part, you know, that is all side quests to a main story that serves as a side quest to the character shit, and which is a side quest to the actual threat that you're supposed to be dealing with in the Reapers. It's just the whole thing is just one giant side quest. There's no story to it, and it doesn't actually advance the larger story of the trilogy. Should I keep playing RuneScape? I see no reason why not. If you removed Mass Effect 2 entirely from the trilogy, you lose almost nothing narratively. There's almost no narrative uh, effect. Like, Mass Effect 2 has almost no impact on the overall narrative of the trilogy as a whole. And I mean, it's you can be like, oh, well, that's just because they didn't draw it. No, it's because the storyline that they came up with. You know, like they dropped occasional little hints about dark matter relating to the, you know, as a possible like, oh, this may be related to the Reaper plot. But I mean, those were just like tiny little hints. Sometimes that you had to actively seek out. You know, if you didn't talk to you didn't talk to everybody, you might have never even heard the term dark energy, except for what's his name at the on Freedom's Progress. So like the storyline that they came up with doesn't actually serve any real narrative purpose to the trilogy, which is why it's my least favorite of the trilogy. Everyone else is like, it's their favorite game. Oh, Mass Effect 2 is the best of the trilogy. And it's like, if it didn't exist, it would have literally, like, the narrative of the trilogy would be completely unaffected. Nothing is accomplished in that game. It serves no larger purpose. And the way it was written means that it could not possibly serve any larger purpose, except for tiny little crumbs scattered. And then as for Mass Effect 3, well, it had its ups and downs. It had its pros and cons. Best combat of the trilogy. Mostly a good story. Hey, Trash Mandy. Mostly a good story. And then the ending. Anywho. Hey, Monica. That, I suppose, is enough about that. I'm still trying to get used to my new keyboard. Favorite out of the Scooby-Doo crew? I mean, Velma. Is anyone surprised that my answer is Velma? Could it have been anyone else? Hey, Del Del. Great place. What's next there? She can't see without her glasses. Indeed. So, my Final Fantasy Let's Play series is going to be very long. So, what comes after that? Well, we'll see in 10 years. It's gonna be like it's gonna take me a long time to get through that franchise, that whole franchise. As far as what comes after Chronotopia, after that, I'm thinking I will play Harmony: The Fall of Reverie. Can you do more than one? I mean, I could, but I don't know. I kind of feel like I'd rather not do multiple games at a time. At least for now. I don't know, maybe. But I don't watch any ASMR. Um, Honestly, that shit like weirds me out. Like I'm like it's no, it bugs me. It does the opposite of what it's intended to do for me. Chill out games to get a spooky feel of Japan, but I don't really like spooky that much. Anyway, YouTube channels I watch. There's a couple Mario Maker. There's a couple of people I watch who play Mario Maker. Um, I like to watch Ryukar's Mario Maker videos and Carl Sagan 42's Mario Maker stuff as well. I like to watch. Um, I watch Wellens for Let's Plays of games that I'm unlikely to play myself, but which do still interest me. Right now, I have been watching her Let's Play series of Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Yeah, yeah. There's some people that it just does the opposite of has the opposite effect of what it's intended. Princess Peach game? Probably not. I probably won't be playing it, but it looks adorable. Like it looks super cute. Peach's outfits are just all like every single one of Peach's outfits. You know, slay queen shit. You know. She's got a bunch of like she's just got a whole bunch of just perfect looks. Princess Daisy is better. Yeah. Daisy is too energetic for me. Pal World avatars are so cute. Love her yellow dress. She's so cute. Like I said, Daisy is somebody who has a lot of energy. Peach is cheerful, but she's proper. She keeps herself, you know, keeps herself restrained for propriety's sake. Daisy, yeah, aggressive manic yell. Yeah, Daisy is just don't you want to go ape shit? Yeah. Daisy is too much for me. I like Rosalina. She's got chill. Rosalina is chill. One follows social norms and the other doesn't. It's not that. It's that one is high class and reserved. The other is high energy and unreserved. I like Rosalina because she is just chill AF. Princess Peach is annoying. Hey, Peach is great. And by the way, Mario Brothers 2, Peach is the fucking bomb. Hey, fit with me. Hey, fit with. Yeah. In Super Mario 2, Super Mario Brothers 2, Peach is unequivocally the best character. How old am I? I am 39. I am 39 years old. Yeah, like it's not even open to question. Peach is the absolute hands down best character in Super Mario Brothers 2. That little float she can do. It is 3:30 where I am. It is almost 3:30 a.m. You can't beat that float she does. Liked her in the movie. I haven't seen the movie. Video game, I've always hated her. But why? She's any game where she's playable, she's great. You know, Mario Brothers 2, she's great. Mario RPG, she's the best healer of the group. Low offensive power for the most part, but she does get a really good attack spell as like one of her final attacks. Whiny and annoying? Yeah, I don't think so. Single? Yes, I am. I don't really find her to be whiny. I mean, sure, save me, Mario, because she gets captured all the time. But like I said, any game where she's playable, she's a boss. Yeah, she's any game, like any time she's playable, she's great. Story wise, she's annoying. I mean, story wise, she's the reason the games exist. Story wise, her purpose is to be. Yeah, it's just her role. It's just. I mean, it's just because it's grandfathered in at this point. Like, it's just. You know, she gets captured because that's just how Mario games work. Like, it's not even her fault anymore. It's just how the games work. It's almost weirder when she's not kidnapped. Princess Peach is aces. And her upcoming game shows that she is also a fashion icon. Gets captured because she's an airhead. I mean, it's not because she's an airhead, it's because she's head of state. It's nothing to do with her intelligence, it's everything to do with. It's Bowser's fault. She gets captured because Bowser's obsessed with her. It's not her fault. It is not her fault that Bowser is a jerk. She cannot be held responsible for Bowser's behavior towards her. Peach defender for life? Absolutely. movie, though, she's tough and get shit done. Where's that in the games? Depends on the game. In some games, she's like that. Again, I haven't watched the Mario movie. What I will say is depicting her as, you know, the hyper competent woman who can do everything better than the man, but who still has to stand back and let the man be the hero. That is some tired ass bullshit. Like, holy shit, that's worse than her being kidnapped. I had a dream last night. I dyed my hair pink. What does that mean? It means you should dye your hair pink. I figure it means you should dye your hair pink. Yeah, like I will take a female character who is socially competent but not adept at the action sequences over a woman who is better than the guy at any of the action shit, but who has to take a back seat to him so that he can be the hero. Because that is just straight up misogyny. Like that is just straight up. Doesn't matter how good you are. You can't be the hero. The man still has to be the hero. So, I mean, like that's a tired trope at this point. Like that's a tired cliche, and it was from the time it was introduced. It's shitty, and it's not uncommon. Tired of women needing to be saved by a man. The women are always clueless, hopeless. But like, so Peach doesn't need to be rescued by Bowser. Like Peach in the movie. In the movie, Peach doesn't get captured by Bowser, right? But she still relies on Mario to be the one to actually defeat Bowser. Correct? So she is still ultimately helpless. Despite the fact that she's being depicted as being more competent than the guy, she's ultimately still helpless and needs him to be the one to save the day. Even though she's better than he is, she can't be the one to save the day. The guy has to be the one to save the day because, oh no, women save the day? No, that's not how it works. Other people get captured and she's saving her people and needs Mario's help. I don't know. It's. Hey, Green 5. It's just like, did we work together? All right. So that's something at least. And there are games where Peach works with Mario. There are games where Peach is helping out Mario. Mario RPG springs to mind. Admittedly, she does get captured. It does take until like halfway through the game before she joins your party. You do have to rescue her a couple of times before she actually joins you in that game. But she works with you. And I think there's a couple other games as well where she is helping. They got Donkey Kong to join to save it all. Anyway, I have no real interest in the Mario movie because Chris Pratt is boring. Surprised by the movie? Good one. Anyway, I have been on for over an hour now, so I'm gonna end the stream for tonight. Gonna watch part 3 of Wellens playing Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. So, thanks for watching. And good night, everybody.